Boy, when this game gets cracking, it's like taking a high dive off a 10-story building into a dumpster below filled with beautiful neon lights and broken glass. I was deeply engrossed with the campaign for the entirety of my roughly 30-hour playthrough, and when it came to an end, I felt a sense of relief it was over and was actually drained from the intensity of what I'd been a part of. That is definitely saying something in my book. This right here is how you craft an entertaining experience, man. Damn. With that being said, I last played Cyberpunk on December 24th, 2020, so to me this is all fresh and mostly new, so let's dive in. Phantom Liberty starts with a bang as the president in USA needs your help. Yes, like the White House president. Quickly preparing to crash land in Dogtown, an area ran by a former military bigwig turned kingpin, you're extended an offer too good to refuse by a mysterious netrunner to secure the president's safety before she's gagged and bagged. It does a great job of setting up high stakes and putting you smack dab in the middle of a situation that is way over your head and above your pay grade. The story quickly evolves into a spy thriller with parts Elysium and parts Jason Bourne. There's real weight to your decisions, and the ensuing outcomes showcase it in a big way. You'll interact with a range of interesting characters, all with their own personal motives, complicating the missions at hand. There are main story missions and side missions and gigs that you will partake in while running through Dogtown. When it comes to non-story missions, most of them feel unique as you're essentially pulling back the curtain into dire situations from poor decisions. One even involves a retell of past events where you get to actually play as a different character, reliving the moments firsthand. The effort to make missions interesting is easily noted, and I always look forward to each one. The voice actors absolutely crush it, and the main and side characters are equally skillful in their ability to convey depth, emotion, and outrage. I often felt like I was dealing with real people with real stakes, not just a bunch of NPCs and quest givers. It's that good. This is a dialogue heavy campaign, so if the characters were lacking, it would be a slog to get through, but fortunately the cast knocked it out of the park. The performances by Idris Elba, who plays Reed, and Minji Chang, who plays Songbird, were impactful and heartfelt, loaded with emotion and sorrow. The man himself, Keanu Reeves, who plays Johnny Silverhand, also helps to buffer the situation with part slapstick, cynicism, and Prince Charming asshole.
I am in your shoes, dumbass. For every gong choice you make. But I can't do dick.
Shout out to all the other voice actors as well who really make the story and city come alive. NPCs and random characters that aren't really part of the main story. It felt like I was personally responsible for the people I was involved with and ultimately on the hook for all outcomes, making me care much more than what was typical of most games. The story in Phantom Liberty is fantastic, and the way it plays out has serious consequences given your ability to make impactful decisions. There's even a major fork in the road toward the last quarter that completely changes the ending and outcomes depending on how you handle it. That alone gives enough replay value to see the expansion through at least twice to get the full range of possibilities. Real weight accompanies every dialogue option, and I was genuinely engrossed with every opportunity to choose a path forward, oftentimes having to pick between a few very difficult choices and choose sides. There's also dialogue options based on your character stats and starting class. I played as a street kid and had a few moments where the class played into that situation. Nothing game changing, but interesting enough nonetheless. The world of Cyberpunk 2077 and Phantom Liberty is easily one of the best I've ever played in. Just walking around and taking it all in is stunning, as the city is abuzz with activity. I played on the PS5 and was truly dumbfounded for how the hell they were able to make it look this good and perform almost without a hitch, as it ran buttery smooth. Giant rundown buildings, neon lights blazing bright, people shuffling about, some selling their wares, others arguing, starting shit, all just make it feel oddly realistic. Gangs control corners and turf, often watching you closely as you pass, and the NPCs are so interesting as they litter every corner, sidewalk, and underpass. Cars zoom past on the road, and you could drive just about anywhere yourself. Steal a car, bring your own. Again, it's up to you. The futuristic vibe is so well done, as the artists truly set the bar for just about how detailed everything can be, with designs that just blow the mind. So much technology is integrated into all parts of the world, and people, machines, vehicles, and everything in between. And there's so many particularities in every nook and cranny, it's mind-boggling. With so many details that are hidden in just plain sight. Leftover takeout inside an elevator, signs that market drugs to keep you from self-deletion, checking yourself out in the mirror to see how cool you look, dancing by yourself or with a partner. I was even testing out jumping to a hanging scaffold and missed, falling a couple stories down, smacking the pavement hard enough to leave cracks and a blood spatter. It's a sandbox with so many possibilities, it's really hard not to be impressed. The combat is excellent and among the best I've played in FPS. There's a wide range of mobility to include the typical running, sliding, and jumping, but you can also access abilities that let you dash, double jump, power jump, and more. This allows you to go at enemies from all angles, bring a real dynamic feeling to bear. The character is controlled very well and is very responsive to inputs, and is definitely one of the best feeling games I've played in a while. The variety of weapons is impressive, with unique animations to play when you equip it for the first time, and I found myself looking forward to the next weapon type picked up to see what kind of animation would happen, and it was never disappointing. Guns, swords, projectile launchers, gorilla arms, and the list goes on. So many ways to dispatch foes leads to hours spent finding different playstyles and combinations. There are skill trees that really change how you control and fight, enhancing weapons you use and giving you access to new abilities. Netrunner hacking turns you into a mini-god, shotgun specialty gets you up close and personal for maximum damage, pistols turn you into Clint Eastwood, Blades and blunt weapons make you a cyber assassin. All look sick and are fun to play. The way movement is handled in this game just feels so damn good. It's so smooth, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's one of the best feeling games in motion that I've played in some time. I really just love moving around the world, whether fighting or not. Cybernetic enhancement let you become more powerful and pick different pants to go down as well. Slowing down time, cloaking, power jumping are all available when you visit a Ripper Dock and get hooked up. Cosmetically, there's tons of clothing and attire, it's available, and some have stats, but most are just cosmetic now, as the stats are mostly going to be from your cybernetics. All in all, there is so much to go through and understand. It does take a minute to get the hang of all the options at your fingertips, but it's really impressive stuff. Phantom Liberty delivers on the promises made years ago by CG Projekt Red. It's a little too late for them to take back the terrible launch, but this expansion will go down as one of the all-time greats in my opinion, and be compared to as well of a unitive measure for other DLCs in the future. I truly had an epic time and was deeply invested in my playthrough, where there was rarely a dull moment and the pacing was just right for me. If you own Cyberpunk 2077, definitely pick up Phantom Liberty, and if you don't own them, buy a bundle when you can find it on sale. It's truly worth experiencing, and the vision that was hyped up in 2020 is actually reality in 2023. Don't miss this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.